On day one, I walked about 10 miles. I started down low and then climbed up to the top of the bluff for some great views before settling in at Heffern's Hill Camp. It's a beautiful, windy spring day here in the very northeastern corner of Iowa. I am at the Yellow River State Forest, and this time I am in the Painted Rock unit. So the State Forest has multiple different units. This is the largest one. Both acreage and miles of trails. Last year in the spring, I came down to a different unit here that was up on a nice bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. This time I opted to go someplace I haven't been before and to do a little bit more hiking. Today I'm going to do about 10 miles. Tomorrow we'll see, maybe about 9 miles. But this trip is more than hiking and mileage. It's about camping. I brought all sorts of good food, which means my pack weighs a ton. But, I mean, look at this. I was hiking along the bottom of this creek and it wasn't that exciting. I was kind of like, eh. Then I went straight up a hill. No switchback, just straight up. And now I'm up here. Gonna be a nice weekend. Let's go. Came into this area where I've just been doing a ton of logging. I don't know if it's logging or storm damage. Cutting down a bunch of trees. There's all these paths through here from machinery, and I don't know where the freaking trail is. So I'm just looking at my Gaia. I don't think there is a trail here anymore. It's been destroyed by the machinery. So I'm just going in the right general direction. There's a road crossing up here. Might just take that road down a bit. Huh. I said I wanted adventure. Shortcuts. What's your feeling about taking a shortcut now and then? I'm not gonna lie, I've taken a shortcut or two in my day. But this is labeled a shortcut trail. When you're in any sort of state forest or state park, there tends to be a lot of trails and a lot of intersections. And this one is actually the farthest northern loop of this area. So I'm a little perplexed of how this is a shortcut. When I came here, my friend Miyagi has been to this area before, and he helped me draw out a path that was 10 miles today, about 9 miles tomorrow. And we were trying to squeeze in as many miles as we could in this small area. So we are trying to hike farther, not taking shortcuts. So, to Do you know why this is called a shortcut trail? Because I don't understand. Got to camp, set up the hammock, went and got some firewood, went and processed some firewood, started my campfire. It's by no means a rager, but it's a respectable campfire for one person, and I'm probably going to be in my hammock before it even gets dark. Made some dinner, some shells and cheese, and some spicy sausage. You may ask, why did I mix it up in a plastic bag instead of my pot? Well, if you've been camping, you know dishes are a pain in the butt. If you mix it up inside of that plastic bag, now I don't have to scrub that pot out. But this is one of my favorite meals. So there's no water at this campsite. So I don't want to do dishes. I don't want to walk 3/4 of a mile just to get water. So I should have enough water until tomorrow. And I brought in a little extra water for tonight's dinner. Morning, friends. Did I mention I'm going to be eating some good food on this trip? Some pancakes, some leftover spicy sausage from last night. Delicious. Got about 9 miles to burn off these pancakes today. It's a pretty chilly morning, but once we get moving, we'll warm up.
On day 2, I started by hiking 8 or 9 miles, and I used caution and rerouted around a wet crossing before doing most of my loop and heading back to the office for Plan B.
I came to Big Paint Creek. It's about 30-40 feet across, probably about 2 feet deep, but it is freaking cold out. So could I cross that creek if I wanted to? Yes. Do I have to? No. So this trail that I'm going on today is zigzagging all over, and I got options. And crossing a creek when it's 35 degrees out isn't in the cards. So I'm going to shift up my route here a little bit, go up this way, kind of cross around and hit that loop from a different direction. Little change of plans. I've decided I'm going to do that big loop that I planned on doing, but I'm going to do it as a day trip. Filling up my water here at the building. I'm going to come back to my car after hiking that, 7-mile loop, and then get in my car, drive to the other unit that I was at last year, and go up on camp at that campsite that's on the top of the cliff overlooking the Mississippi River. So, same amount of mileage, going to see a little bit more of the park, camp up at that spectacular campsite I was at last year. Most of the trails here in Yellow River State Forest are well marked. You can kind of figure out where you're going. I kind of found the anomaly here where the trail just disappeared, just kind of disintegrated. But I looked on my Gaia, and it was supposed to meet up with this little road. So I'm bushwhacking right now, and there is the road. I do see an issue here though, where I don't know how much of an issue it's going to be. I guess it isn't too bad. Quite a ditch there, but looks like I should be able to get on the road pretty easily right here. I made it to a fire tower, which I understand is the only fire tower in all of Iowa. It's fenced off, so you can't go up in it. But it is my understanding that it is listed and is on the Register of Historic Places. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go down this way, which I understand there is a scenic overlook. We'll stop, have a little snack, and relax and enjoy the view.
It felt great to warm up in my car when I took that 10-minute drive from the Paint Creek unit to the Paint Rock unit. When arriving at the Paint Rock unit, I made the short uphill hike to Camp Terry Hennessy. Made that about 10-mile drive down here to the Painted Rock unit. Cranked up the heat while I was in the car there. Got nice and warm. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's only about 35 degrees. So it's going to get chilly tonight. Making a probably 2-mile trip, and it's all uphill to get to this view. You know, it's hard to have a view when you're not on top of a hill. Whew. I'm just hoping that the wind isn't blowing in on the top of the hill tonight, or else it could be really cold. I got camp all set up the hammock, gathered some firewood, processed some firewood, and the sun came out. And it's just beautiful down here looking at the river. I mean, look at that. Chicken bacon ranch pasta. Doesn't get any better than this. So I'm not very good at building campfires. You know the easiest way to build a campfire? You find somebody else to do it for you. This is Kevin. And if Kevin looks familiar, you may have seen him in a Miyagi video.
And Indigo.
And Indigo at this very campsite. They met Miyagi, what was that, a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think it's 2 years now.
And I thought he looked familiar when I saw him here, but thanks for making the campfire, Kevin.
Certainly, no problem.
Thanks for fending off all the predators there, Indigo.
Wolves, yeah, coyotes, and possums.
And we can't forget Indigo's got a little sister over here who's distracted. What's her name again?
Sasha.
Sasha.
Sasha. Sasha.
Come here. Good morning, friends. It is a crisp, sunny morning here. The beautiful overlook of the Mississippi River. Some pancakes. Some bacon. It was a beautiful sunrise coming up right over the Mississippi River this morning. I watched it from my hammock. Didn't have enough energy, wasn't motivated to actually get up and shoot a video of it. Just kind of a sleepy morning looking at that out of my hammock. And then I went back to sleep. Short hike out today. This was really good trip. I'm really glad I came up to this this second unit here with a better view. Kind of a little bit more exciting when you can watch that sunset over the river and the sunrise. But hey, thanks for coming along on this trip. I'm not going to shoot any video of me walking out. You've seen enough of me walking. But if you like pancakes, you like bacon, go ahead and check out Midwest Backpacker on Instagram and Facebook. Go ahead and punch the bell notification, subscribe, all that junk. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the trail.